Hey guys, Zombie X from HeadFi. Today I've got a new toy to talk about. I just got in the mail yesterday. I listened to it for most of the day, and it's going to be these, the Beyerdynamic T70 250 ohm headphones. These headphones sound nothing like their old DT770 counterparts at all. These are going to be warmer, more detailed. They're going to have more bass to them, a much bigger sound stage. The treble is a lot better too. The DT770 to me seems like it could be harsh at times. These ones are still more treble oriented than the T1 and T5P, but it's not harsh. It's just a little bit more pronounced. The treble is pretty detailed. It extends pretty good. Same goes for like the mid-range. The mid-range is pretty nice and full. It has excellent detail. It's pretty resolving. The bass too. The bass is the biggest improvement. It's pretty tight. It has good punch to it actually. Let's say extends really nice. You can hear some extension. Not as much as the T1 or T5, but it's similar. Now, for those who are wondering, how much of an upgrade over the DT770s are these? I would say that they're an upgrade, but it's not a giant leap. I don't think that they're I don't think they sound worth their full price. And I'm not bashing Beyerdynamic. They don't sound as good as I would have thought they would have. They're clearly an improvement. They do improve on the DT770 a lot, but it's not like a massive leap for the extra that they ask you. They have like the sound characteristics of the Tesla drivers. It's usually warm and more bassy that I've noticed with other Teslas. They have that, but the bass, it's not a bass headphone at all. It's pretty tame. This is pretty neutral actually, even though it's much fuller sounding than the 770. To me, the 770 Premium could be described as cold, analytical, or clinical. It was that way. This too can be clinical at times because of that attenuated treble on here, but it's not like the older models. It's better. It's better behaved, I guess you would say. It doesn't seem like you're stabbing yourself in the ear with a needle anymore. But it can be bothersome. I mean, some music, if you listen to really bad or like really poorly recorded stuff that has a lot of trouble to begin with, this will probably make those sound even worse. But I was listening to good stuff from HD Tracks, some of their stuff, some of the Chesky stuff. I also listened to some of the MTV Unplugged albums, which sound pretty good. I listened to the Alice in Chains, Korn. Those are the two I listened to. And those sounded really good with, like, when you throw good stuff at them, it seems like they perform the best. The treble issues subside completely with really high quality stuff. Just with, like, a lot of the other music that's out nowadays, like pop music and that these get bad. But construction-wise, it's the same as the other DT models. You can see it actually springs pretty wide. It uses the same headband construction as the DT880 and that, and the DT990 and DT770. The only differences now is they use, I forgot what these are called, but these are new. It's the same, or similar to what the T1 and T5 use right now. The headband pad is different. It's made of, I don't know the material, but the actual cushion inside feels the same. But the biggest difference is the ear pads on these. Take this off. These ear pads, I'm not sure the material, it's the same as the headband, but the cushion in here is like memory foam. It's really soft. It's like really squishy. Plus two, one thing I noticed is when you flip them over, most of the time the DT models have ventilation holes in the back of the pad. This one only has one hole in the back. I think two, that's why the treble is so pronounced. Because I noticed with other headphones, if I put on like the T1 pads with all the extra holes, the bass does diminish a bit, but the treble sounds a lot smoother than it does with the stock pads. But also, too, the T1 pads don't seem like they work the best with it. It kind of like destroys the certain sound signature that this has, and it doesn't sound like it anymore. It seems like the bass control in that is lost on the T1 pads, because these were tuned just for these pads. So I wouldn't recommend pad swapping, at least with the T1. You could probably use J-Money pads or some other Beyerdynamic pads. I tried the T5P pads on here, but I wouldn't do that. The treble became kind of peaky, but the mids and bass did come forward some more. But the soundstage kind of collapsed. So that's one I wouldn't try out. But I think the J-Money might be another alternative. I just don't have any on hand to try out right now. Because J-Money, I believe they're out of business. So you have to look for some used pairs secondhand somewhere. But get on there. These are just as annoying as any other Beyer headphone pads. You gotta put on, gotta stretch them to fit them. Oop, and there, it's on. But these have a pretty wide range of adjustment. You could tell that, like, construction-wise too, it's almost the same setup as the other DT models, which is good. These are, they're pretty good in most genres of music, except rap. They don't have enough bass for rap. But I found them more than enough competent for like rock and metal. I have a pretty big wide range of headphones. You guys probably see my head vibe profile. But I'm not too picky with any headphone, even if the headphone's not designed for metal. I'll use it with metal. I mean, I don't care. If the headphone sounds good, I'm going to use it. I'm not going to be picky and try and find the best one that works with that genre. If it sounds good to me, it sounds good. But, oh, I didn't cover amping. These are really efficient. I mean, I used them on my Zune. Oh, I don't have my Zune here to demonstrate. But the Zune's max volume is 30, which is ear-splitting loud with these. You can listen to it about 18 or 19, and it's pretty loud, actually. That's new to me, because with the DT880, you'd have to have it at almost, like, right around 30 anyway to get it loud, it seemed. But on the old Zune, you can get, I think the old Zune was more high-powered, because I could listen at a lower value. But these ones are pretty easy to drive. I've been using them with the SPL Auditor and the Bioelectric V200. Between the two, the Bioelectric gives them, I think, the most pleasant sound. It's warmer with the Bioelectric. I would say both amps drive them about the same. But with the Auditor is a lot more neutral, and it gives them the best control over the bass and detail. But with these, I don't think you need to buy a monster amp. You can get away with something like a cheaper little dot, or even like a cheaper Audio GD headphone amp. Because these things, I mean, if they play so loud in an MP3 player, and I'm not saying it's driving perfectly, it plays loud, which is a good sign that it's getting more power than the others, but I would say that just testing them on my other stuff that I've used, I used them on my HRT head streamer, and they sounded really good off of that, so I think that was driving them decently as well. So these don't need a megabuck headphone amplifier. You don't need to buy like a Liquid Fire or anything for these. You can use cheaper amps. I bet even some of the FIO amps, the E9 would probably be a budget amp that would work well with it. That's what I would believe. I mean, these things are really easy to power. The only thing is that if you throw bad music at them and you play them through a good amp, you're gonna. Hey guys, back. Sorry about that. Battery must have died. I don't know. It stopped recording. But But as I was saying before it cut out, you don't need a powerful amp for these. You can use anything else. You can use probably mostly any amp would probably power them okay as long as it has decent amount of voltage to it and that. Oh, I was saying if you throw like badly recorded or compressed music at them, you're gonna get that right back in the face. But I think that's all I have to say about the T70 right now. If you have any other questions, comment below, talk to me on HeadFi, get in touch with me on Facebook, I'm always around. Email me if you need my email. You can always message me on YouTube or on HeadFi, I'll get you my email, we could talk then too. But yeah, until next time, Zombie X, adios.